You said you have a breeding cake, right?
Well, yeah, but 2 times Pimpy, 3 times Bape.
2 times Pimpy, 3 times Bape.
Tempe son op.
Pimpy son up.
Pimpy son up.
Pimpy son up. Pimpy son up. Pimpy son up.
Pimpy son up.
Pimpy son up.
Pimpy son up.
Pimpy son up.
Well, hello, not chat. This has been a video that I've teased at for probably 2 months now. It was the first return home Gumroad video I was going to make, and I've been meaning to do it for some time, but it's a very complicated topic, and it's hard to get into it without sort of opening the whole Pandora's box of everything that there is to say, and it's really impossible for me to just kind of dive into it and really do it justice. But that said, it's kind of a fun thing to talk about. It's kind of sad. It's kind of funny. It's kind of weird. It is interesting though. So I'll briefly go over exotic bullies and some of the most attentive people may already know that I've been planning to do this because on my Instagram account, which I advertised on the Telegram, at least one person noticed that I follow a fuck ton of exotic bully Instagram accounts. And a person of melanin actually reached out and said, Josh, why are you following all these weird dog accounts? And the answer is because I've been watching them. And I've actually lost some. Some of the accounts I followed have just disappeared off the face of the earth. And I'll get around to that. But this was all inspired by the meme that I played at the beginning of the video. 2x Pimpy, 3x Bape. And the answer as to what the fuck this is that this is a seriously inbred pit bull that they call an exotic pit bull. And it is it is a dog created sort of by almost literal black magic. They do not give a fuck about anything. And I guess I'll just go over, before I get into the nitty gritty of what exactly the dog is for, I'll just kind of show you these accounts. These are some of the biggest accounts in the exotic XL bully world. This is interstate bullies. You can see that they have a nice gentleman who does these. And these are the dogs that he goes for. There's a couple terms that I can't really adequately describe. There's like structure and like, it's just like fake terms. It's like, we breed our dogs for structure. What the fuck does that mean? These are they kind of want them like low riders, because you can kind of see like the lower they are to the ground, the better. So they try to find dogs that are like super low to the ground. Some of them, like there's no standard. Like in the American Kennel Club, they at least have like a standard of what the fuck a dog should be. And they're kind of breeding towards that standard. Or in a more utilitarian perspective, there's like a task. Like, oh, I need a dog that's really good at herding sheep. And then you have a border collie, which has a instinct that doesn't exist in nature that we created in a dog to facilitate herding sheep. And then those dogs will play with kids and herd them together too. And they're very useful. And they have purposes for both farms and families. What the fuck they're trying to accomplish in terms of their like, look at this shit. But they're trying. How embarrassing. Some of these are new to me. I don't know how I missed this one. This Goku ass fucking dog. They're like AI generated dogs. This is false advertising, sir. What they're trying to accomplish, I don't really understand. They have a couple nebulous terms to describe the type of dog they're going for. This is Bape, by the way. This is Bape's breeder. These are all Bapettes, smashed and slammed. Look, this is pinned. He's so proud of this. Bape is like, for whatever reason, he saw this dog and he thought, yeah, this is it. This is the perfection. So being a dog breeder entails a specific kind of work that not everybody is particularly adept to. But which these guys are very, very fond of just being flippant about. I want to grow dank and slang dog cum. This is Gold Country Bully Camp 530. 530 is the area code for where his business is located. I think he's in Nevada. Very flippant that his job is just to jerk off dogs. Literally. This is the World Sirs Kennel, and this is Frozen Semen.
Been in a tank for about a year. So exactly 10/28/23 to be exact. So right now what we're gonna do actually real quick is we just been letting it thaw out real fast. So now we're gonna take a small dropper amount. We're gonna put it on the microscope and see how it looks. Whoa, look at that, man. That's crazy. Look at all those swimmers. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. They all waking up now, starting to move. This semen has been sitting for a year. So we're going to go ahead and quickly throw this in our female, get the breeding done, and hopefully have some nice puppies on the way. All right. Can you believe it?
So that's the job. When you breed dogs, it's about taking cum out of the dogs and putting them into other dogs. Usually there's a purpose to it, but these guys just really like to slang dog cum as it goes. How much do they like to slang dog cum? To the tune of $508,000 per year. This is just Gold Country Bully Camp 530. Again, he's very braggadocious about his income. He says, "Here we are at the end of another month, and Kobe's at $648 for the year. Cash money face. He's on pace to hit $800K by 2023 alone. Brain blown emoji. A lot of people like to claim that number one spot. Checkmark emojis. But do they have the numbers to back it up? Shrug emoji. Kobe is 3 years old. He turns 4 later this month. He is one emoji, of the top earning studs of his time, if not the top earning stud, 100. He's continued to bless many camps around the world emoji, with puppies on 6 continents and top productions globally. Kobe line sets the standard for the Nano Bully. That's why he is the Nano King. Crown emoji. He's been to more shows around the country than any other top stud. Complete transparency. Smiley face emojis. He is one of the top producers in the game. Smile emojis. Growing his look again and again through several generations, he is the number one Dizzy Devil son on the planet emoji. I want to thank everyone who supported me and my boy, praying hands emojis. I appreciate that each and every one of you. Flex emoji. I'm going to continue to do good business and show love to all that have trusted in my program, 100% emoji. Hashtag Kobe line, hashtag Kobe, hashtag exotic, hashtag nano, hashtag nano king, hashtag designer bully, hashtag lilac, hashtag top dog, hashtag nano bully. Now, this is just a screenshot of his expenses. It's kind of hard to say if he actually makes this kind of money or if that money even goes to him. Because part of the business is just getting other people to want to get into the business. And that way it's kind of a pyramid scheme, which I'll touch on later. But let's just keep looking at these studs. And this is the IRS reports from the American Kennel Club. And Gold Country Bully Camp takes credit for their success. As you can see in the reports, from 2016 to 2021, their income has almost doubled. The revenue has. Oh, no, way more than that, actually. Their net income. That's confusing. Why is there... Oh, that's... Okay. Dude, I'm looking at these revenue reports and my brain is bleeding on my ears. But Gold Country Bully Camp says, look at what the Frenchie game did for the AKC in just 6 years. They went from $60 million a year to almost $120 million annual revenue. The Frenchie game has doubled the income of the oldest registry in the world, and you wonder why they look at the other way when it comes to fluffies and big ropes. Shocked emoji. I don't know what the fuck a fluffy is, and I don't know what a big rope is, but I hope he's not talking about big ropes of dog cum. So I don't think these other registries are taking in the profits also. Once it slows down, I guarantee they turn on everyone just like the UKC did. But until then, they're going to get that money emoji. This guy actually opines. This is an interesting perspective. That's the COVID money people spent and bought dogs thinking they can be breeders also. So the French Bulldog is different from the American Bulldog. The American Bulldog is typically what we think of when we say pit bulls, because I think pugs would technically. There's also British Bulldogs. There's like a broad vein into this, like, structured security dog. But the American Pit Bull is the one that was bred for blood sports and includes a broad umbrella of large muscular security type dogs that are broadly what a general person would consider a pit bull. But the French bulldogs are important to these people, I've noticed, because they are I don't think the regular pit bull is a American Kennel Club recognized breed. So the ability to take in a pedigree French bulldog and breed that into their schlop to try and get, dogs that do have like a pedigree, but also have kind of the structures and features that they're looking for, and especially considering how tall French bulldogs are. And they also have those really scrunchy faces. Like, they're trying to breed in these features into these dogs, both to legitimize them and also to get specific features in the animal. And they're taking credit for the AKC's revenue going up by tens of millions of dollars. This is top shelf exotic bull, and this one is one that is definitely bred just to be as muscular as possible, which is a thing that they do. It's sort of a weird thing to me where the people who breed these Canis unfamiliaris love them to be like an extension of themselves. Like, these guys gush and gush about how virile their dog is, how much dog cum they put out, how many puppies they have, how big they are. Like, it's the dog sort of becomes like an extension of their own masculinity. And that sounds kind of Freudian to think of it that way, but for real, the way they talk about the animal is so bizarre. Top shelf exotic bullies advertised, August 3rd, just recently. We got that real fire in the show ring with the crazy competition coming out, like this bad boy here, G-Thing. This is another bull I can't wait to see. He's been taking trophies statewide, and August 3rd he'll be in California at the WBR Main Event Bully Expo. We appreciate you, Bally's World of Bulls. It was good talking to you, fam. Looking good to seeing you in August. This is an example of one of the dogs that they're trying to make. And I noticed that they don't really show these dogs moving too much. Like, you can see that this is the actual stud is G-Thing, and he's just kind of standing there. There was another dog moving, but that wasn't G-Thing. Oh, wait, is that him? Oh, there he goes. I can barely move. It's kind of like looking at Ralph when Ralph is trying to intimidate somebody. Is Ralph smashed and slammed? This is the mini monster bully camp. I think I picked him out because his dogs are a little bit crazy looking. You can obviously tell that this is one that's been bred in with a French bulldog. Rude boy daughter, her name is Trina. Shout out to Hell Ab and Bullies Portland for this beautiful bitch. And he spelled bitch in such a way to bypass the filter. I think I have more from him. Oh, this is a different one. He looks much more black. Oh, it must be a different breeder. Rude Boy. Rude Boy is one that I've heard in the meme compilations. Oh, it's Rude Boy's son. His name Lunchbox. Congratulations to Dr. Pocket on the lock ends and all the work's being done with this phenomenal mini monster. Great job. Can't wait to see his productions. I guess that's Dr. Pocket. I think the black guy is actually Mini Monster Bull Camp. When they talk about lock ends, they talk about, they kind of hype up like the dog cum. They say like, oh, when this guy starts breeding, you better lock him in. We're going to get you. Because they do like, for instance, the dog cum sells for thousands of dollars, like per vial. And when they're just coming of age, they kind of want cash flow before the dog is even ready to produce semen. So they allow you to pre-purchase dog cum before the dog is even ejaculating. And they sell these at a discount to entice people to buy early. And the lock-ins are sort of like you put money in now and you get a discount rate at the semen that will be produced later on, months later on. When they're pretty certain that they have a dog that they want to breed. So they're congratulating him on locking in because that's beneficial for the business, I think. This is a Seek. He says, Google me productions. Cash emoji. Check out this chocolate trindle male that will be coming to the camp all the way from Canada. As you can see, this man is a proudly Canadian. One of the most Canadian men I've ever seen. Can't wait to get him here and jumpstart his upcoming stud career. Presented by Mini Monster Bull Camp, produced by Amrik Samra. Kind of open him up, see what he got. That's another one. This guy, by the way, I make fun of him for being a Sikh, and more precisely for being a Canadian. But this guy doesn't dock ears. I think it's kind of worth mentioning that usually they do dock the ears to give him that point. But this guy is like, I'm not going to dock the fucking ears. That's ridiculous. Which it is. It is ridiculous. Well, this guy's like a normal person. He just loves his... Oh, he's like a real estate agent. This guy's a hustler. Does he not wear his Sikh turban? Like, when he does his... It must be like off-putting to people or something. I can't sell houses when I have a Sikh turban. Dude, Indian people are weird. Just the way that they like just take pictures of themselves and like, good day, my bitch. Did not redeem. Buy a house. Buy my monster mini bully. That's funny. Oh, look, there he is with his Sikh. Okay. He wears his turban sometimes, but when he's trying to sell houses, he has to look more like a naturalized Canadian, I guess. Okay, I gotcha. Uranus. Okay, so now you can see truly how international the exotic bully production stuff is. This is Shu Yi Tiao, and he says, welcome Uranus to China, Shenyang. Thank you, good friend Virgil Codrat, for letting me get Uranus. The ESL makes it funnier. I've been looking for a top Merla stud. When I see Uranus, I can't take my eyes off away. He is the most complete Merla stud I've ever seen. He has a thick bones, an exaggerated big head, perfect structure, and he's clean. But do not hesitate to choose him. I'm looking forward to Uranus producing something crazy for me. Let's wait and see. So this dog is going all the way to China to slang dog cum and bring the exotic bully market to the Far East. Obviously this is hilarious. So this is a picture of Shu Yi Chiao showing off his Caesar. Caesar, I think, is one of the ones that he bred. I want to say this is an older one. Yeah. So he bred like a dog. I think that's probably from Uranus. That dog is probably a breed off of it. And you can see he's going for a dog that is really, really small, really, really smashed, truly smashed and slammed. It kind of just looks like a regular pit bull, like a pit bull gut and head and everything, but it's just on these fucking ridiculous arms and legs. Pretty fucking dire. And they called him Caesar. Big news. This is 4 weeks ago, so this is very recent. 2X Focus, a 90K puppy locked. This is a litter of 2X Focus puppies, and the world has attracted much attention since it was born. And remember, 2X Focus means that it's inbred. It is related to the dog named Focus twice. So it could be something as simple as like a father-grandfather type thing. But yeah. I have been considering whether to sell the first pick boy because I know he will be a super stud, but my dear friend gave me an offer that I couldn't refuse, $90,000. This boy will go to Brazil in the future, and I believe he will become the king of Brazil's bully world. So this is Focus. I'm assuming that this is also like an offspring of like Uranus. There it is. There are the puppies. I don't want to say this. I guess I have to. A lot of them die because there's so much inbreeding and stuff. A lot of them just don't make it. So you can see that they say 2X Focus, 90K puppy locked. Probably a lot of those are going to die. There was one dog breeder that had deleted his account. And he had some of the worst ones. There was a puppy or a dog called Blood Skull. And he was called Blood Skull because his cranium when it was born is just like ridiculous. And I don't know how the females can give birth. I don't know if they do C-sections on them or what. They don't really talk too much about like the actual birthing process. They talk mostly about the dog cum. They don't talk too much about like actually making the puppies, because I feel like, and I've read Facebook posts that kind of detail that a lot of the puppies die. And I think that they probably also have to do C-sections on the dog, because there's just no fucking way that these animals can give live birth correctly. So a lot of, I think I have these lines. Sorry, I put together these tabs like weeks ago, and I'm trying to remember how I organized them. If I had to guess, I'm going to say that these ones are people who like these ridiculous movie posters trying to sell the dog. Like, it looks like this is like a movie poster for like a LA based catastrophe movie. Like, there's, oh, what if a category 97 tornado just tore through LA? And then like the dog is like photobombing the movie poster, and it just says the truth. So this is Swackerville Exotic Bullies. For whatever reason, the G's in that font look exactly like C's. So his name is Swaggerville, but it says Swacker, and the dog's name is The Truth. He says, you know, the truth, shocked emoji, flame emoji, devil emoji, mind blown emojis. Offsprings will begin to drop real soon. Smirk emojis. Stay tuned. Shout out to the coldest graphic designer in the world, J Nather Original. Thank you. And I want to say, oh, I do. I have this guy lined up already. Okay. So this is him. This is Swacker. I want to say that he is in Nevada. I could be wrong. This is The Truth. This is a very recent post, actually. Oh, no, it's not. It's 22 weeks ago. How old was this? 17 weeks. Am I in like a time zone? What the fuck? Oh, sorry. These are just pinned. I forgot you could just pin multiple videos on Instagram. This is 1 week ago. I mean, the puppies are cute, regardless of if they're murder mutts or not. That's what he has to say here. Mr.
Here
Swacker.
we are today with the best tri-state son in China. Now owned
This guy did not want to show his face. This Chinese guy, he's like, no, I don't want to be in your video, bro.
by Swaggerville, produced by my boy Jack. You already know how we do. Feel me? Tom, my boy Tom, what's up to you? You already know, man. Check out this boy, 4 months old. Look at the bone on him. Look at the headpiece. Look at the eye separation. Full tail. This boy's crazy.
So that's what he's looking for? Look at the fact that his limbs look like elephant trunks. Yeah, it looks like he has elephantitis. Look at how big his head is. You know that shit's not a live birth, but he's got this big-ass fucking head. And look at that eye separation. Dogs are supposed to have eyes on the front of their head because they're a predator, but we're going to put these motherfuckers' eyes on the side of his skull.
Man, you already know it's going to be transported by your boy, Las Vegas Bully. Let's go. We out here. China vibes. What up? What up? It's your boy.
China vibes. Yeah, ching chong chang, motherfucker. We serving up the hottest hot pot full of dog meat. Look at the dog meat on this one. This is the tastiest dog. So, this baddie is nasty in a great way. Definitely one of my best productions. Girl is a roadie rich daughter, and hopefully holding the truth pups if she took. Can't wait to see these. This might be some of his best to date. She's also a mother to Super Rich. If you already know, she throws beast. This dog has suffering in its eyes. I'm trying not to be I hate pit bulls, and I'm trying not to be too mean to the dogs, but just look at the fucking anguish in this animal. I like how they don't refer to them as like animals. Look at our dog. Isn't he cute? It's just like, look at my production. Look at my production right here. That's a nice production. It's a big ass dog. Look at the fucking head on that motherfucker. They really do breed them for giant ass heads. I want a dog with a watermelon head. Oh, this is Super Rich. The famous. Okay, this is Mini Monster Bully Camp. This is I had him up as one of the guys in the previous slides. Oh, look. Oh, he's one of the ones that he has like all these hoes. He's like, look at all these hoes I can buy with my dog cum money. Isn't that exciting? It's part of his. This guy is one of those people that likes to just sell the lifestyle. Like you can buy a mansion, you can buy hoes. Google me the exotic lilac mini monster. Oh shit! Damn, these are some high production. Totally doesn't look like AI at all. Oh, dude, they do C-sections. That's a cesarean scar for sure. They just cut them out because they can't breathe that way. Dude, crazy. This guy likes to sell the lifestyle. There's some of them that just post pictures of all the hoes they buy with all their dog cum money. And I think that's like hype up. Like, yeah, you too can have hoes if you slang dog cum. And if only you locked in this $5,000 vial of dog cum, then you too could have hoes. Abby Gusto, international, spelled in a weird Spanish way. Photographer and designer for American Bullies, pastor y maestro de raíces judías por más 10 años casados. So he's a photographer for over 10 years, responsible for taking some of these amazing, amazing photos and stylizing them as movie posters. Knockout. Now that's a mini one. Mossad Frenchies? Knockout. The dog. Sorry, I can't read Spanish. I don't know. Oh, wait, I can translate it. So this is a 1 year, 7-month-old Mossad Frenchies Knockout. If you want to introduce good structure and color, here's the complete package. New shade Isabella Merlet tan to your camp next level. So I guess because the dog is tan, that's desirable to some people. Because usually they're like that like gunmetal gray color. But if you want like a tan calico looking one, if you want to introduce like a tiny, tiny dog, so small looking, must be intentional. Mosaico. Check out my photography work. So he did this. Damn, that's a big ass dog. I just can't get over it. They all look so different too. Look, he did like a photo for like a real dog. That's like a Doberman Pinscher, right? That's like a real dog. He's just chilling out in the field. The dog's name is Limoncello or Limoncello, so he puts him in a lemon field. Very inspired. Here's another one of the photographers. This guy makes them. These guys muy eleganto. You see this dog? This is a nice dog. He's out of tension. Ears are pointy and a nice feel. This is your dog in your backyard. Not too crazy. This guy Julio. He's like, no. We need mucho bombasto. We need explosiano. Bam. Kubwa. I think this is a Kana Corzo or whatever the fuck. I can't pronounce that name. Oh, it's a Mastiff. Sorry. So this is a giant ass Mastiff this black guy's trying to make. This is the Hulk. Doesn't look too Hulkish. It looks kind of smashed and slammed. You can see the French Bulldog in some of these. They really are trying to like blend in the Frenchie for some reason. I think they like the face for more. There's one guy in particular I know for sure is lined up, who was obsessed with that French Bulldog wrinkle face. Bam Bam. Family 702 Bullies. This guy doesn't get too many comments on this thing, but this is just like his artwork. Honestly, I think that this artwork is good. Oh, Google Me was like the name of... Why is his name Google Me? But he's like smashing through like a television. Mini Monster Bully Camp presents the exotic lilac mini monster. Should have him smashing through a computer, bro. State property. The names of these are just fucking absurd. I think this guy's name is Hallmark. I'm pretty sure it's probably against the rules to name your dog Hallmark and then literally lift the trademark Hallmark logo and use it to advertise your fucking abomination. That looks AI generated in the background. So this works. I just want to let you know. I'm showing you this right now so that I can tell you that this works. People will see this picture and see this very Christian dog named Holy Water and think, yeah, I'm going to get locked in for $5,000 for Holy Water because he has the structure and head size that I'm looking for my bullies. This will make me famous. And then this guy just keeps getting new work because it's like, you know, all these other guys who are trying to like get into the business, so they can buy the hose. They're like, oh, well, I should just get the same exact artist that the famous guys use, and then they get ridiculous pictures like this, and the dogs are like of whatever fucking quality. But I think that's how it works. That's the first one I've seen with fur. Pink the Republic Way. Lotso meets souffle. Or souffle. Interesting. Pretty sure that's also a character from the movie. Gold Country Bully Camp. 5:30. This is Nano King and Kobe. And this guy loves to go to these conventions. I remember this guy's profile. He's constantly out there. Look at him, living the life. Good morning to all my hustlers. Remember, I can't has never done anything. Keep a positive attitude and everything will fall into place. Don't let the negativity make you negative. That's why they are trying to do. Stay around winners of what you want to win. Stay around winners of what you want to win. So he's encouraging you. Don't listen to people telling you, why are you spending all of your money on dog cum? You should be working. Hang around this guy because he's a winner. He's got the nice, expensive sunglasses. I'm sure those are designer or whatever the fuck. And he has a pool. Hang around him. Is this, Nano? I've seen this one. Oh, it's Kobe. This guy's obsessed with his dog, Kobe. How fucking small that thing is. That's the selling point, too. And he puts him in the grass as an advertising thing. Because he's trying to show how short that dog is. And the grass is like, you fall into it a little bit. So he takes a lot of pictures with his dogs in the grass. I believe this is my schizo theory about dog advertising, to specifically hide any height the dog may have. Do we get to see it walking? Play in the mud. Bro, it like hobbles. Dude, that's crazy. It can't even roll over. It tried to like roll over and it like doesn't have the ability to. Dire. My people skills are just fine. Kind of looks like somebody I know. Well, it's the famous Kobe picture. He does his own pictures. He doesn't sell out. He makes his own way. I think these other people are like, this is like the people like, oh, I want to get noticed by I want my dogs to get picked up. So they all comment fire on each other's posts. Trendsetter bullies. Home of macho Frenchies Kana Sauce from Turlock, California. I mean, props to him for not docking the ears. It's hard for me. God, that's a really scrunchy face for that dog. That shit gets infected, you know. This is one of our boys, Diablo. He just turned 1. Shout out to California Supreme Bullies for getting picks of the yard. Oh, these poor puppies. I feel bad for them. They're so Frenchy, too. These are barely pit bulls, if at all. Oh, poor thing. It's so smash and slam. It's like here's my car that I bought with my cum money. Here's my dog. These are my accessories. Here's a raw pic of Dixon. He's directly off beef, X Silver. Working class bullies. I mean, props on them for not docking the ears. I don't know if they do that with it's so goofy. That's just like a regular pit bull with like stupid ass French bulldog ears. I don't know if you're supposed to dock the French bulldog ears, but I'm happy to see undocked ears for a while at least. Dude, if they don't name any of these dogs Dumbo, they're really missing out. That's really funny. I want to give a shout out to Gold-Blooded Kennels for the use of Dawn. Once again, it's safe to say the litter was consistent, but most importantly with the signature, I'm assuming the signature is the ears. It doesn't really say. Interesting. Hella bands bullies. So, like, lots of money bullies, Portland. Nice melanated gentleman. Damn, that's a big ass fucking dog. Just like feral. Look, this is where it lives. Like he's in this cage. You can't tell me state property. Oh, shout out state property. We saw his poster. Not a real bull. Can put your hands on him. You won't be disappointed. We don't have nothing to hide. He's in the lane of his own. Good morning, bully fam. Hope you all enjoy. This dog is like in this rolling metal cage because he's like so feral that they can't let him out. So he just lives in the box. Or this guy looks like a pooner. I'm going to be real with you. That looks like a pooner. Hopefully he's not going to roll up and fucking shoot me for saying that. But he does look like... Dude, look, they're so proud of how, like, smashed they are. Like, look, this dog is, like, 6 inches off the fucking ground. Isn't that awesome? A solid 9 inches. Real toy bull with big dog features. Is that what they're trying to get? They want, like a toy dog, like a chihuahua, but that's still, like, a fucking, dangerous pit bull? Like a piranha plant in Super Mario Bros. Or some shit? Oh, he's eating one. He's so small. Dude, this has to be like a female to male. Come the fuck on. Look how dainty he is. He needs to get smashed and slammed. What the fuck? Hey, it's our boy. It's like a duet. It's like a combination of them. I see. All the trophies he got. So they all attend conventions and show off their dogs to like network. And they even have little trophies to show like best in class or whatever. Oh, these are his trophies. Because he's organizing one, I guess. Trophies will be off the hook for Jersey's and Bully's barbecue. Bash just waiting to see what else. Have coming from me. Sure to save the date. Reserve them booths. It's going to be a movie. Cool. Just letting you know that's in Portland too. Ock Brownsville 530, exotic French bulldog breeder. Nothing but the best pedigrees and bloodlines. Heavy Seuss blood, heavy Grinch, heavy extreme line run through our dogs. So this is the Seuss guy, and he has several accounts that are just advertising his specific bloodlines. This guy loves the scrunchy dog face, I'm pretty sure. Ain't gonna video these fuckers walking. They're like a playground. Dude, they're so like... It's so bizarre looking at them. I don't even know what to feel. Like they can barely move. Ew. Why is he just filming his dog sniffing another dog's ass? That's weird. I thought he's going to show them playing or something. No, look at my dog. It sniffs this other dog's ass real good. And this is like a lineup. This is the fierce competition in the Bulldog Breeding Club.
How hard it was, I swear this shit so deep.
No, I don't want to hear it. From almost a year. What's the point of the rap music? He has an Asian wife? What the fuck? Okay, here's his other accounts. I think, yeah, Seuss Blood, I think is by him. Has that kind of theme going on. Or maybe not. I don't know. This is like a different guy. Isn't it? Am I losing my mind? There's not really any pictures of him. So this thing is literally inches off the ground. That must be what he's going for. I want a dog. I want a French bulldog that almost has no legs and has to slither across the ground with these tiny little arms like a newt or something. And that's what he's going for. The heat has been rising, so dry, cracked paws and crusty snouts. Hit us up to get your pup some release through the summer? Bro, you have to slather your dog in whatever the fuck you're giving out in order, because it's like entire body drags across the ground. That's the video of the dogs sniffing each other's asses. I've already seen that. This is Ock Modesto. This guy has so many. This has to be like the same account because they're all like the same. Rare blood. No, this is like a different guy. They're just like the green and purple dog thing. Specializing in structure with gorilla emojis. So his dog has Seuss, Grinch, XB, and Sensei DNA stud service available around the world. He will literally fly anywhere. He'll fly to Nepal with his dog so that you can fuck it. Oh, he's mastered it. This is the pinnacle right here. Bad mouth. You can see he's got the structure. Wait, are they really... There's something like that silverback gorilla emoji and the way that dog looks on the profile. It's like, is that what he's going for? Is he trying to make the dog look like a silverback gorilla? Has no legs. And then it's unlike the other dogs, like the head isn't like in the front. It's like elevated like a giraffe. I feel kind of bad for laughing at the same time. His name is Whopper. 3x Grinch, 2x Seuss, 2x Gustav, 2x Bolo. So this dog is inbred, but like an insane factor. It has, like, I'm just trying to imagine its family tree. So if you imagine all 4 grandparents, like, it's going to be the same 4 dogs repeatedly. And then the parents are going to be like heavily inbred themselves. And then at least one of the great grandparents is like an inbred as well. So like his great grandfather and his grandfather are like shared. It would be like if your maternal grandfather, paternal grandfather, and paternal and maternal great grandfathers on both sides are all like the same 3 people. I don't want to draw him. I want to see this fucker. Show me this. What's his name? The Whopper? Oh, this is the Whopper. Show me his son. Dude, what the fuck? It's so weird. He's built like one of those androids. You know what I mean? Like one of those robots that walks around. It's like an animatronic. It looks like that. Beef and Precious make Whopper? Is that how that works? Your precious beef becomes a Whopper. A little update on Toxic's daughter, Toxica. Creative. She's maturing like fine wine. She will be going on 7 in August. I mean, at least it can walk. It's so weird seeing a dog that has knees on one of these channels. You know what I mean? Okay, next one. David High Roller. High Roller Kennel. Home of the #1 Merla in the world. Jerk off. Okay, so that's why I lined this guy up. He has a dog that he literally just calls Jerk Off. And I think this is it. If I had to guess, Jerk Off. High Roller's Jerk Off, the #1 Merla in the world. This guy made such an impact in such a short period of time. It's crazy. So proud of my boy. What the fuck is liquid gold? I desperately want to know what the fuck liquid gold is. He's in every picture. Okay, give me a second. I want to look up what liquid gold is. The secret to maximizing nutrition and health for dogs in all breeds and activity levels is liquid gold's omega-3 rich chicken protein base that contains no trans or saturated fats. So he does advertising for this shit. Whey protein, cooked egg whites, vitamin D, calcium, turmeric powder, fresh pumpkin powder, and great flavored. Tasty. So if I had to guess, he likes dogs that are very wide and can't get off the fucking ground. Does he say structure? No, he does not. His other ones are Whack Off and Dickhead. What awesome names. Yeah, I want to buy your dog. Oh, this is Yayo. This is named after cocaine. This guy's still active. He posts a lot. The film, the other ones went bankrupt, but he got that liquid gold sponsorship. So he gets money. Go fast, don't die. This guy's a winner. I look at this guy and I think, yeah, what a fucking winner. This guy jerks off dogs. Magpul, that's the name of a firearm accessory. He likes guns and he likes slinging dog cum. I wonder if she names him. She's the one like, Dad, can we call this one Dickhead? Can we call this one right here 2X Jerk Off? 2X Jerk Off, Super Nano, and Freaky for 9 out of 10 months. Sometimes when they look real fucked up, It's kind of like when a realtor says, so this house is very unique and and cozy. Unique and cozy. Unique means fucked up. Cozy means small. So this is a unique and cozy dog, or as he says, super nano and freaky for 10 months old. Yeah, that's a fucking. I wonder if that dog's dead. He didn't give it a name. I guess it doesn't get a name until it dies, or until it doesn't die. Jerk off grand said ex inbred jerk off a daughter. What? He's advertising his fucking dogs as inbred. That's crazy. Cool. That's awesome, bro. Congrats on funding your child's tuition through inbreeding dogs to the point of excruciating pain. I actually found that David High Roller inbred thing and lined it up for a different one. So I have a different series of slides that are for the toad line, like the most fucked up inbred ones. Exotic bully, open stud to selected females only. So this is just making fun of the fact that they advertise shit like this and say this is a super nano freaky 9 out of 10 months. And what's funny is that this guy found this old comic making fun of this exact fucking thing. So this is development. And I want to say that this is 150 years old. Proud producer, there's an animal for you. 17 championship cups and 200 gold medals. What is it? Why, the latest development in the bulldog, to be sure. Not like a bulldog? Why, of course not. Where would be your development if it were? Why, sir, in 3 more generations we'll have him tailless, earless, toothless, and web-footed. So this man is this is pitch perfect. This man's trying to sell this bulldog to someone, and he's just like a freak, and it looks like, come the fuck on. It's uncanny. Look at this. This guy knew 150 years ago. This is from 1889 at the latest. It must be even older, because they're saying like this is in the future. So this is like 1850, and they're saying like these are how dogs are going to look, and you can see like the fucked up Borzoi, the really really tiny rat dog, the pug that's like right off the fucking ground, and then the awful bulldog. They knew, man. And it's not even like in the hyperbole. This literally happened. You see Borzoi that are fucked up like this. You see Dachshunds that are way too long and have back problems. You see tiny little Chihuahua rats, pugs that are all fucked up, that have no tail, that can't get off the ground, and then dangerous-ass bulldogs like that. Really just amazing foresight. Probably one of the most accurate 1800s slippery slope comics that have ever been made, ever. Okay, so this is the family tree. I have 2 of these. This one shows you how these started with real looking dogs. Like, look, and then they inbreded them just a little bit to try and get specific features. Still looking like dogs. Then they're getting like smashed and slammed right here, but we're not even like halfway down. So you can see these fucking dogs. There's a bully dex. They actually keep track of these fucking abominations. And I can see they're really fucking smashed and slammed. And then we're still not all the way down. You can see that they are like wide set, close to the ground, huge ass fucking head. Barely look like dogs anymore. And then they're just like El Abomination. Only they have this fucker who just looks like a chunk of dog meat. He looks like a dog after you took all the legs off him. There's Lemon Haze, Pichu, and then you got E.T. down here. And these are the final ones. Bape. This is the family tree of Bape. You saw Bape. You know what he looks like? This is how we get from real dogs that look like animals someone would actually own if they didn't care about their own family, all the way down through smashing and slamming to Bape. And this is a similar one. I guess I shouldn't have started at the bottom. So again, we have real looking dogs, kind of. I think these are already smashed and slammed pretty significantly. Oh, there's Mr. McGee again. And the percentages, by the way, is how inbred they are. So we don't know how inbred they are, but they assume not at all. And then this one, you get second or W2 and kennel. This one's already like 20% inbred. Then they inbreed them, even though they share a grandparent and great grandparent. You get Fusca, who's 28%. He's already looking pretty smash and slam. Pure Platinum, who's 63% inbred. Blue Dream, 67. And then we get a little bit of genetic diversity here because of Mr. McGee. But not to be... it doesn't really help much when the dogs are starting to look like this. There's Bape. So now we can see the continuation of this family tree. We got Bape in at 43%. And he's not even the most inbred in this shit. We get Riley of MLB, who looks awful at 62%. And that's how we introduce the Bape gene for that structure. And then we get Pimpy. Remember Pimpy? That's how you get 4X Pimpy, 2X Bape. Because Pimpy and Bape are integrated into this family tree. And then we get Doughboy, one of the most incredibly inbred animals. Almost 100% inbred. 98.63% inbred. And this is Doughboy's turn. I think he even made this himself and is like proud of this. So when they make these things, they don't think like, oh my God, what the fuck have I done? They think 3X Pimpy, 2X Bape. Incredible. Now here we are at the true inbreeding nexus. That is the wolf. What could go wrong, says the wolf. I will take some scraps from this human. A mere 4,000 years later, he is on the right. His offspring, a direct offspring of that dog, is on the right. It's tragic. You hate to see it, chat. I think I lined this one up just because one died. Otherwise I have no idea how to explain this red square. This is from Gold Country Bully Camp, who I've shown quite a bit of. Advertising quite a few names that I recognize just off that spreadsheet that I just showed you. And one of them has been erased. Erased from history. This is sad, just so you know. It's just like the totality of it is kind of fucking disgusting and sad. DeMarcus Longmire says, rest in peace, Cumrag, the best Merla. I needed some time to process how fast I lost a superstar at a young age. Well over the weekend, I lost my boy Cumrag. There was nothing for me or the vets to do. I tried everything to pang whatever, but sometimes they're literally out of control. I won't let this slow me down or stop anything. Yes, it hurts because he made so much noise in so little time. I will forever miss you, my boy. Watch over the litters you have on the ground and are about to drop. So this dog, this seriously fucking inbred dog that he called Cumrag, has already died, but it has also reproduced. So as soon as this dog was producing semen, he started impregnating other dogs. And it is so low quality, so close to the genetic goo, about to fall apart at any second, that it barely survived long enough to actually hit puberty. Don't call asking what happened. I don't care to talk about it. I just felt everyone should know that I missed 10 breedings in the last 72 hours and I needed the calls to stop. I appreciate all the love from everyone who showed him a lot and invested into him. I promise y'all we are not letting up. We're going to apply that much more pressure behind the situation for him 100%. No consideration that maybe the dog is not appropriate to be breeding. These are the pictures of Cumrag. I assume that he's called Cumrag because slinging dog cum is the goal, and he's kind of like a beige color, so it's like cum, I guess. Very clever. This is more funny pictures. Just as a bit of a washer. Here's COVID. The world's your kennel. Wait, the world's yours. But yours is spelled ers. And it says kennels. This is COVID by AG Photography. Skipping ahead. The world's kennel. So this is our boy here. This is actually where I got the video of him getting the cum. The cum from the sleeper chamber. 2X COVID X Nino. COVID bred back to one of his most extreme daughters. Dude, they're just openly talking about the incest. Like, how do you not realize how bad how bad that is? COVID bred back to one of his most extreme daughters, produced and owned by Pacio's bullies. Nina has more bone and girth a lot of stud out there, we are more happy of how this germline, oh, he's calling them the germlines, even though COVID's a virus. I gotcha. This germline pups are looking. Contact us for availability. And of course, their reaction to this information is fire because they want to be noticed, I guess. Is this our boy COVID? Confirmed. Checkmate meets one of our germline females. Super excited. Can't wait for pups to drop. Shout out to Ultimate Gotaline 2 for us. And this tan gorilla. I guess gorilla is what they call the ones that have the fucked up looking neck. Damn, he's really proud of COVID. He loves COVID. I guess because he got that structure. Look, he's barely off the fucking ground. And he has like gorilla arms and shit. Oh no, that's a dog right there. How much for this dog? This is a dog I would walk around in public and be like, yeah, that's my dog. Same as Suspiro? Littermates to Sublime and Mommy Chula. Okay. It's nice to see its ears. That's my silver lining. Anytime I see these dogs, like, oh, it still has ears. Lovely. I made fun of this poster, but here we have the source. This is United Photography, and I think it's a she. It's hard to tell. I would imagine it's a she, looking at the hands. You can get one of these stud banners, breeding banners, or head banners for merely $35, $45, or $75. Let's take a look. American-made bullies. Becky meets Dino. Bam. It's like an action film. Northwest bullies. Frenchies. And these are all French bulldogs, quote unquote. It's really crazy seeing the lineup of them because you're like, the sign says Frenchies, but like, if you don't know this, Serbs and Europeans love French bulldogs for whatever the fuck. Like, Slavic people love French bulldogs. I have no idea why. These all look extremely deformed. I see them a lot. These are just like two monsters. The one, I don't know what kind of breed that is, where they have like the jowls, but they always just look like they've been exposed to radiation and are melting away. This is just a real photo for a real job. Interesting. Uzi Takeover. He's got that nice radioactive face going on. Man. That's a man's dog. It's a man's man. Rockstar micro American bully. This is so much shit going on. Oh, it's showing off the family tree. Are they trying to? I can't tell if it's inbred because I don't know if they're reusing the same pictures. Maybe no, it is inbred because you can see it's using the same pictures on that. Because it's like you have these two dogs. And then it's two. I don't even know how the fuck that's possible. That looks like the same dog bred with itself four times. It's reproducing by spores at that point. I don't know what the fuck's happening. Don't use children in your terrible. Oh, this is just like a random thing. Pharaoh, Nina Mizo, Gilly, bro. That looks like a fucking bro. That scares me. Fuck that dog. Love her. She beast. Love it. Pitbull people are fucking nuts. Okay, so there's a bit of a dark underside to the smashed and slammed world, as if the smashing and slamming wasn't dark enough. This was sent to me by a person of melanin. Apparently, the world of XL bullies is actually just a front for organized crime. Now, don't get me wrong. I am sure there are people out there who genuinely love to slang dog cum. And I am sure that there are people who see that and see that luxurious lifestyle and think, yeah, I got to get in on that shit. I got to make some money. And then they get into slanging dog cum. And they're just suckers. But then I also can easily believe, because this is the same thing as in art. Like high art is just a way to launder money. Because you're selling something that is ostensibly can be a lot of money, which is stud semen. And it also goes, there are people who would be interested in buying that for a lot of money. And what a convenient way to wash money. Because you already have these guys. I'll just show you that guy again. The fucking super muscular guy who's got the liquid gold thing. Like, with his fucking gang tattoos and shit. Like, you mean to tell me that this guy can't possibly be involved in organized crime with that Gucci, whatever the fuck that is? It looks like a Louis Vuitton pattern or whatever on his hat. He's trying to tell me that, oh, look, you can see out his window. What a nice, he's like in an apartment skyrise with like a pool and shit. Tell me that guy's not an organized crime. I can believe it. So the BBC actually did like a full expose, and I'll just spare you the full read of it. But the gist of this goes that a lot of them are convicted drug dealers, a lot of them are involved in gangs, and the whole dog breeding thing, since they obviously, like a lot of the breeders who breed AKC dogs genuinely care about the dogs, and they won't even sell you with a dog until it undergoes certain milestone health checks. And they have all this paperwork, all this, authenticity, and they don't want to sell you the dog until they meet you. Like, you have to go to their farm, meet the dog, introduce yourself to the dog. If you have kids and shit, you have to bring the whole family so the dog can be exposed to them to see if you get along. And then the good ones, then they'll say, okay, I guess you're a match for this dog. We will allow you to buy it. Whereas the fine people selling the exotic pit bull, they don't really give a shit. They'll fly out to Nepal and inject dog cum into your bitch, and that's their standard as long as you're willing to pay them. So a lot of them are very unscrupulous, and the BBC actually accused them of being drug rings. And I think that this actually occurred. It's hard for me to say. I don't know if this is in the U.S. or I think it is in the U.K. because I think this story was actually conducted in the U.K. So there's these exotic XL shit is happening in the U.K. And if you don't know, banning the XL bullies was like a huge thing in the U.K. and in Ireland recently. So they were doing investigations into if the dog breeding world was criminal or not to try and get more information about if the associated breeders are reputable or not, and they came up with the conclusion that no, a lot of them are just, criminals. So this is what I was talking about. This is actually directly related to the American XL bully ban in, I don't know if this is in the UK or not, but it says here, on fertility clinics, Martin says they're charging next to nothing for their services. They've got huge expenditure and minimal income. How are they staying in business? They're not surviving on their fertility clinic business. They're surviving on the puppy trade. Money can be laundered through such fronts. There is a link to XL bullies too, since bizarre as though it may sound, they can essentially act as a form of currency to safely store away ill-gotten gains. A breeding XL bully bitch could, according to Martin, have a value of as much as £10,000 before the government announced its ban. The bottom now appears to have fallen out of the market, but Martin warned the ban would not stop bad people from wanting large, intimidating-looking dogs. They are simply too useful, including as guards for drug stashes and as weapons more visible to rivals than knives or guns, which tend to need to be carried concealed and which attract higher sentences for possession. Martin and Sinclair also touched on the issue of those who run dog fights who have taught themselves veterinary skills because they are reluctant to take their dogs to the vets. They have access to anesthetics and other veterinarian drugs, feeding into an associated rise in ear cropping. So they're warning that, number one, the dogs are an outright money laundering thing. Number two, the dogs themselves can be used as a form of money laundering. Like the breeding fertility clinics can launder money, but also the dogs themselves are a store of value. And then they also use the dogs for various crimes. And then also the other tertiary criminal enterprise of dog fighting has some value to the clinic. Because if you operate a legitimate veterinary clinic, and you have access to anesthetics and other medicines that the general population doesn't have, then you can secretly take care of dogs that are injured in pit bull fighting without attracting police attention. So it's all very complicated and kind of Kind of sad because, again, they're just innocent animals. I know I don't like them. I don't believe that there should be an XL bully, but they are innocent animals that are just being used for the amusement of certain people. And then at some point after these investigations, because these were coming out in 2023 and this is 2023, so this is a full year apart. This story broke and then they did a full investigation that got published at the end of 2023. And then Smash and Slam bullies became a meme 4 months ago. So in mid 2024, the meteoric rise in popularity and this fucking nonsense, because you just show someone this dog and say this is Smash and Slam Toad line, and you're like, what the fuck did you just say to me? So there's like a natural interest in it, and people naturally make memes and shit of it. But the Kiwi farm stud in particular on this is very old. The forum thread on the animal breeding stuff, we've had this thread since like, I want to say 2016 or 2021. So it's been around for not as long as I thought it has, but it's been around for a while. And these people are all very confused. Like, why are you suddenly talking about animal breeding shit? We've been talking about this for years, and then all of a sudden it's like a huge meme. Now, speaking of Toad line, this is sort of my investigation. Toad line is one of the big Smash. This is like the origin, ground zero of Smash and Slam. And this is their website. It is extremely ugly. It's hard to navigate. It's HTTP only. If you try to access HTTPS, it doesn't work. And parts of it don't work at all. I tried to go to their members page to see, because they haven't updated in years at this point. And I wanted to see if who their members were. On Instagram, it says, text this number. I tried looking this number up, and it links to nobody. But then I went to their website, and I tried to buy dog cum. As you can see, I bought $6,600 worth of dog cum. And then it says, cancel and return to Pond Place LLC. So that's the name of the LLC that they're using for their dog cum purchases through PayPal. So I took the members page and I searched it on Google, and you can see the names of the people involved. I'll just spare you the details. I've looked into all of these people, and I can't find anything. I can't find Pond Place either. I've searched in California, New Mexico, Nevada, Delaware, Florida, Wyoming. I've searched everywhere. I cannot find Pond Place. There's one Pond Place in, I think, Nevada, and it was shut down in 2006. And the owner of that was charged for securities fraud in 2009. But this business has been in operation since 2021. So, or at least until 2021. So I don't think that's the same entity. I think it's different. But it's really confusing and very suspicious. So I don't really have much more to say about that. I don't want to piss off like a bunch of gangsters that are happy slanging dog cum. So I just wanted to show people a brief introduction to the world of slanging dog cum, exotic XL bullies, Canis unfamiliaris. And I'll close it out with a song. I don't usually close out these Gumroad videos with music, but I do have a special song. This is by YouTube channel RS. It's called Toadcore Abominable, featuring Toad Trucker. And this is like a death metal Toad line song. Enjoy, and thank you very much for your support.
From the womb, body my dome, the AKC, ruin my body, rejected by all, I in the skull, the vision I seek, still eludes me. me die. Swift and harshly time lots of human blood. Once in my life I am thin instead of being squat and weird. Told my power courses through my venom straight into you.